She doesn't want a rehearsed version of you. She wants to feel something real, something different. The way you talk to her on the first date can make her heart race or just remind her of every other guy. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you how to connect with her in a way that feels natural, deep, and unforgettable. This isn't about cheesy lines or fake confidence. It's about real presence, emotional intelligence, and knowing how to make her feel seen. Most guys go on dates armed with a mental checklist. Did she laugh at my jokes? Does she like my job? Is she impressed by my car? But here's the thing. Women can smell that a mile away. They can sense when you're more invested in getting validation than in getting to know them. Real connection starts with curiosity, not just asking surface-level questions, but genuinely wanting to understand the world through her eyes. What makes her light up? What are her passions? What are her dreams? Instead of asking, what do you do? Ask her, what's something small that makes you feel alive? Instead of, what's your favorite movie? Try, when's the last time you laughed so hard you cried? These questions aren't just about getting information, they're about sparking emotions. They're about showing her that you see her, not just a potential girlfriend, but as a fascinating, complex individual. And trust me, when you make a woman feel seen, you become unforgettable. Too many guys think that impressing a woman means listing off their accomplishments like they're reading from a resume, but here's the truth. Women don't fall in love with resumes, they fall in love with souls. Don't get me wrong, ambition is attractive, but it's the why behind the what that truly captivates. Instead of saying, I work in finance, try, I love helping people make sense of their future. It gives me peace of mind too. Let her see the passion, the drive, the purpose that fuels you. Share stories that reveal your character, your values, your vulnerabilities. Let her connect with the human being behind the job title. Remember, a first date isn't a job interview. It's a chance to create a spark, and that spark ignites when you let her see the real you, not a polished facade. Chapter 3. Emotional presence is everything. You can ask all the right questions and tell all the right stories, but if you're not emotionally present, it won't matter. Think about it. Have you ever been on a date where the other person was physically there but mentally checked out, scrolling through their phone, distracted, half listening? How did that make you feel? Now imagine the opposite. You're on a date with a man who hangs on to your every word. He puts his phone away. He makes eye contact. He really you. That's emotional presence. It's about being fully engaged in the moment with her and nowhere else. Notice the way her eyes light up when she talks about something she loves. Remember the little details she shares. Let her feel that she has your undivided attention. When you're emotionally present, you create an intimacy that transcends the physical. You make her feel valued, heard, understood. And that, my friends, is magnetic. Chapter 4. Vulnerability over perfection. We live in a world that often celebrates perfection, but perfection is boring, it's safe, it's predictable. And let's be honest, none of us are perfect. Trying to be someone you're not is exhausting, and ultimately it's a disservice to both of you. Women don't want a flawless facade. They want a real human being who's brave enough to be vulnerable. Share a lesson you've learned from a past relationship. Talk about a time you failed and what it taught you. Don't be afraid to show a little softness, a little humility. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. It's the key to building trust and emotional intimacy. When you're willing to be vulnerable, you give her permission to do the same. You create a safe space for authentic connection. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be real. Outro, win her heart. So, you've listened to her, you've shared your truth, you've made her feel seen. Now, before the night ends, give her a reason to want more. Look her in the eye and say, I really enjoyed this. It's rare to feel this kind of connection so soon. No games, no ego, just heart. That's how you leave a lasting impression. That's how you make her crave another date, another conversation, another chance to connect with your soul. If this helped, leave a like and share it with someone who needs this reminder. And drop a comment. What's one thing you wish more people understood about real connection?